Get Bitcoin OS BOS Airdrop instantly enjoy an exclusive reward of 95 USDT per user. A new round of airdrop and carnival is here. This campaign and brings you a boss airdrop and celebration rewards will be automatically and instantly create and complete tasks such as your fast trade and daily trading check. Ins to enjoy up to 95 USDT worth of boss rewards. Simply join the start earning with each and the new user offer trade future for the first time and get a 5 USDT airdrop during the event. Newly registered and user who complete their first future trade in any currency with a volume of at least $10 can instantly win a boss airdrop worth and $5. This is limited to the first 1,000 user and rewards will be automatically created on the fast come and fast serve basis. The benefit a one newcomer bonus and fast deposit reward worth 3 USDT. New user who make their first deposit of any token worth at least $100 must be held for at least 24 hours through on-chain deposit or feed to P will receive $33 worth of boss airdrop and limited to 1,000 users. Reward will be auto credited fast come and fast serve and a trade boss spot extra 2 USDT reward. New user who complete boss USDT and spot trading with a trading volume of at least $200 will receive an additional $2 worth of boss airdrop. Limited to 500 users, reward will be auto credit and fast come fast serve. Benefit 3 trade daily to get airdrop and additional 35 USDT airdrop. During the event, new user can trade future in any currency and completing a daily future trading volume of at least $2,000 will be considered a successful check in earning and you a boss airdrop worth $5. Completing the users and rewards will be automatically credited on a fast come and fast serve basis. The bonus reward zone and competitive future trading challenge and get an exclusive 50 USD reward. During the event, all users can participate in the cumulate and future trading challenge of any cryptocurrency. Reach the following trading and volume requirements to get a boss airdrop worth up to $50. The total price pool is 30,000 and rewards will be automatically credited on fast come and fast serve basis. When boss USDT future trading volume and reach 50,000 instantly get a boss airdrop worth and $10. When boss USDT future trading volume and reaches and 40 lakh 400 instantly get a boss airdrop worth $50. And when boss USDT future trading volume reaches participant must click the join now and button on the event page to register of the event. Complete and identify verification to receive reward. During the event period, the trading volume is and calculated as the sum of buy and sell volumes. Reward and of this event will be distributed from boss token and will be automatically credited to user account upon complete of the and task rewards are given on a fast come and fast serve basis. If you find that the reward has not been credited, and it means all reward have been unclaimed or you do not meet the task requirement. The new user in the offer refer to a user who registered within the last 50 days and has never traded future before for the benefit one, and a new user refer to a user who has never made a deposit since and registered for benefit 2. New user refers a user who has never traded and spot since registering. The daily check-in period is from UTC after the user click complete now and to performance and the relevant action, the task status and data will be updated progressively and within 1 to 2 hours. Makers and corporate and institutional account and affiliate agent account are not eligible to participate in this event. If the user participates in other activities on Gate and they can also receive the reward from this event, the use of duplicate account and any other cheating behavior such as inflation of trading volume and the registration of fake account self-trading order matching its are strictly prohibited on a user and with sub account. Want be count as the master account and sub account are not eligible participate in the event. Where any discrepancy arises between the translate version and the original English version, the English version shall prevail and get reserves all rights to the final explanation, and this event is affiliated with Apple Inc. User in the United Kingdom and offer other registered and location cannot access the service and including participation in this event. Game or competition, see the user agreement for further and details of restricted location. Now we talk the users agreement, guys. The one number is general. Before using or accessing website operated by Gate, including www.gate.com application interface and located at and any service made available through the website. Any mobile application and apps such as Gate.com and the any relatable software from blog, social media page, and other relevant platforms operated or maintained by Gate. You must read this user agreement careful and understand all the terms and conditions, especially the contents highlighted by capitalized terms and bold, underline, or color. This agreement consists of the main body privacy policy available here and as well as any rules and statement, instruction, condition, limitation, and
disclaimers, and obligations published or may be published in the future on the state's sites. For the conveyance of wording on this agreement, the SITS gate and or any of its applicates related body and corporate are referred to as gate. We our us or site. Please read this agreement careful as the terms of this agreement govern your use of service and access to the sites. By registering for an account, accessing, downloading, using, or clicking on I agree to accept any GET service, it is deemed that you have read, understood, and accepted the and be legally bound by all terms and conditions stipulated and in this agreement alongside any other agreement, transaction and operation rules, announcement and other rules as from time to time. You may be required to accept, including but not limited to the privacy policy, and that you agree to be legally bound by any and all terms and conditions thereof. In addition, when using creating features of the service, you will be subject to specific additional term and condition application to those features such as the Rebliant product agreement. We reserve the right to end or modify this agreement and applicate term of service, activated terms trading policies and guidelines or announcement from the time to time. And in our sole discretion without notice to you, any amendments or modification will be deemed effective immediately. Open posting on the sites, your continue use of the sites and or the service provided by GET shall be deemed as a expectations of such amendment and of or modifications. If you do not agree with any such agreements or modification, you must disconnect, continue using or accessing our service. And the point is disclaimer. We do not provide any material or information on our sites which shall constitute or to be construed as a recommendation, offer, invitation, and endorsement, or to enter into any transaction or others which deal with digital assets or products. You understand that we are not your broker, agent, and intermediary or advisor concerning the natural and value potential or suitability of any particular digital asset, transaction, or investment strategy. We do not provide consulting tax, legal, insurance, or investment advice of any kind, and therefore no information that are available on the sites should be constructed as an advice of any kind. You alone are solely responsible to determine whether an investment strategy, product, or service is appropriate and suitable for you according to your financial and personal investment. objective and risk. We are not responsible for the discretion you make in any transaction based on the information on the sites, including any losing you incur arising from those discussions. And 1.2 is risk disclosure. And a number point is digital assets are primarily used by speculators and are used relatively less on retail and commercial market. B number point is digital assets transactions are highly risky due to the fact that they are traded throughout and the day without limits on the rise or fall in price and market makes and global government. Police may causes major in the price. C number point is digital assets are unlike traditional fiat and currencies, good or in the market and are subject to expectational risks. Unlike or the other traditional fiat currencies and digital assets are decentralized and are not backed by a central bank, government, or other legal entities, digital assets currently remain largely unguaranteed. As such, the value of digital assets may rise and fall and technical problems or any other factors. Defending open the market, confidence of investor, competing currency and regularity announcements or changes technical problems or any other factors. Our D number point is due to the significant risks of trading digital assets as well as the impact of technology and the international market, we cannot warrant or guarantee that particular type of digital assets will be available on our sites and service. We reserve the right to stop offering service in relation to a particular type of digital assets on our sites. We will use our responsible intervals to notify you if we cases to support trading or provide service in relation to a particular digital asset. If this is the case, you will not be able to convert that type of digital asset into any other digital asset. However, you will be given the option to transfer digital asset to another wallet address. And please be aware that we are not and will not be responsible for any cost incurred incurred by you if you decide to transfer the digital asset to another wallet address. In number is we are not responsible or liable for any digital assets once they are transferred from our sites to another site, device, platform, wallet or user. Now or nor are we responsible or liable for any digital assets not traded on our sites that have been sent into our sites. We are and will not be responsible to liable for any digital assets that have been sent to an incorrect or incompatible wallet address. F number A point is transaction in digital assets may be irreversible, therefore we strongly recommend that you do not send digital assets to any person you do not personally know or completely trust. It is important for you to take partic- Percussion Johann transferring the and storing your digital assets, whether in other account or through other sites, wallet or device. We take no responsibility for the misprision or theft of your digital assets. We strongly advise that you familiarize yourself with and implement a personal wallet service or other device for storing your digital assets and implement other security measures. Always take a greater degree of care and protection of secure your password when operating in a digital environment. And the G number point is digital assist training is highly risky and therefore not suitable for most people. And you acknowledge and understand that investing in digital assist may result in to total loss to your investment, and therefore you are strongly recommended to decide the amount to your investment based on your loss bearing and capacity. You acknowledged and understand that digital assets may generate and debate risk. Therefore, if you have any doubt, you are strongly advised to seek and assistance from a professional advisor and seek relevant professional advice. And aside from the above mentioned risk, there may also be risk, and therefore you are advised to carefully consider and use rational judgment, assess your financial position and the above mentioned risk before making any decision on transaction in digital assets. Any and all losses arising therefrom will be borne by you yourself, and we shall not be held liable in any manners whatsoever. And however, and one point she you acknowledge, understanding, and agree that a number point is you understand that our sites are only intended to serve as a venue for you to obtain information, find and counterfeits for trading, and negotiate on and effect transaction of digital assets. We do not participate in any of your transaction, and therefore you shall, at your sole and absolute discretion, careful access in the authenticate legally and validate or reblend digital assets and or information, and slowly We bear the responsibilities and losses that may arise therefrom. Our B number point is all opinions, information and discussion, analysis, price and advice and other information on our sites are general market review and do not constitute any investment and financial taxation or any others from of proportional advice. We do not bear any loss, however, arising directly or indirectly or in connection with the advanced information, including but not limited to any loss of profits. Our C number point is we reserve the right to determine and or modify any contents of the sites at any times at our sole discretion. We have used responsible effort to ensure the accuracy of the information on the sites. However, we do not and cannot generate the degree of accuracy of the information or bear any loss arising directly any notice and information. Using internet based trading also involves risk and including but not limited to who in software and hardware or internet links. Considering that we cannot control the reliability and availability of internet, we will not be responsible for any distortion and daily and link failure. And you must, our E number point is you must not use the sites and any part of our the service to engage in any illegal transaction, activities or eliminate activities including but not limited to money laundering and founding and comparable barely in the event that any illegal transaction activities or illegal activities is suspected or noticed, we will adopt and happily. And we the responsibility arising therefrom and reserve the right to hold relevant person. And F number point is you must not use our sites or service in any manner to engage in conduct or involve in any activities that have or potentially have adverse and impact you market on market integrity, our reputation and or our others users, and element right which includes but are not limited to market manipulation activities such as shopping and layering and wash trading or any improper, fake, unfair or untechnical transaction or trading activities collectively refer to market and manipulation activities. In particular, you and or any affiliates must on not open multiple accounts on our sites to engage in our otherwise participate in any of the information market manipulation activities. You acknowledge and understand that The market and manipulative activities may have an adverse effect on the market. And the market manipulation activities, you acknowledge the and understand the market adverse effect on the market, such as causing prices of relevant digital assets to become artificially inflated or depleted. We take these activities very seriously and undertake to promote and fairness and integrity of the markets and shall take the necessary steps to protect our sites and service from such absurd behavior. In the event any of such market manipulative activities are detected, noticed, or suspected on responsible grounds by us, we may, in our sole and absolute discretion, take action we deem proper, such as using warning and cancelling your trading illegally and restricting trading cancelling or revert transaction and escrow earning derived from such market and manipulative activities and suspending our service to you, freezing or setting off any losses or damage arising from your market manipulative activities against any assets held on your account and or your affiliates account, and any such account that we suspect or believe in responsible grounds are relevant to you and or your affiliate, or suspending permanently, closing or relevant account. We do not accept or assume any liability arising from these activities and shall continue to take any action as we see responsible and necessary against any market and manipulation activities, and shall reserve all our rights, including but not limited to the night, to pursue and all available legal and or equitable remedies, to hold relevant person and including you and your affiliate accountable. And our 1.4 number point is, we provide an online platform which allows users to trade different digital assets. We may make available to you other our service to facilitate the exchange of digital assets depending on your country or residence. You may not be able to use all the service on the sites. It is your responsibility to comply with applicable laws in your country of residence and or country of from which you access the sites and service. This is our 1.4 number point, and 1.5 number point is, by creating an account, you agree to maintain the security and confidentiality of your login credentials and restrict access to your account and your computers, tablet, or mobile device. You shall take full legal responsibility for all activities that occur under your account and accept all risk to access. And two number is our eligibility. 2.1, by accessing the sites or using our service, you represent and want that if you are a natural person, you are at least 80 years old and have full power, authority and capacity to entering into deliver and perform obligation under contracts and including but not limited to the agreement. If you are a legal entry, such legal entry uh, is duly on organized and validity exciting under the applicable laws of the entry, and you are duly authorized to act on behalf of and bind such legal entry. You have not previously been suspended or removed from the sites or service. You will use your account only by and for yourself and not on behalf of any third party unless you have obtained prior written approval from us. And warrant that your account can only be used by the person whose name it is registered under. I.E.U may only use your account or for your own benefit and not on behalf of any other third party unless you have obtained prior written approval from US. And you are provided from using any of our service for resale and purpose of for or for any other third parties including transaction behalf of other person or entities, you are fully responsible for all activities that occur under your account, including for ensuring that all persons who access and or use our service through your account are aware for the term and condition of your agreement with us and comply with them. You will be bound by and hard to be authorize us to accept and rely on any instruction, order, transaction, and notice communication and any other action instead made, provided, or taken by anyone who has accessed or used your account in the that event that you who have been duly authorized by such represented person use our site and our service perform any transaction or activities thereon and to therefore bind you represent person to this agreement and to any such transaction or activities that you have performed accordingly. When the term is used hiring this agreement and associate contents, term and policies, you shall refer not only to you, the actual user as an individual, but also the represent person, and therefore both you and the represent person are joined and severally bound under the agreement. Accordingly, you also hereby undertake that the represent person is capable of and agreeable to being bound by the agreement, guys. And the 2.3, you represent and warrant that. Our A number point is you are not you will not transact with anyone and on any trade or economic sanction listed and including but not limited to the specially designed nationals and bloc person list and united national security and sanction list. This is our A number point, guys, and our B number point is you are not restricted or provided from in any type of trading by the European Union Securities and Future Commission of Hong Kong and Hong Kong and Authority, Hong Kong Customs and Excise Department Office or Foreign Assets Control as any other administrative law and enforcement and agencies of author, authorized in other jurisdiction. Our 2.4 is it is your responsibility to ensure that your access to the sites and use of the service is in accordance with applicable laws. You acknowledge that we reserve that the right to make all or only part of the service available in created markets and justification on only in our sole absolute direction and in accordance with applicable laws we may restrict or provide use of all or a portion of the service from creating and that we determined in our soul and absolute distraction are not appropriate or suitable for us to provide all or a provision of the service of or where the local laws do not permit use us to provide all or a provision of the service from and or to that and to get the restricted location. Our 2.5 is the restricted location include but are not limited to the United States of America, mainland China, and Singapore and Canada, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Malta, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and our Sudan, Crimea region, and Spain, Luhansk and Donetsk and Netherlands, Bolivia, UK, Myanmar, Belgium, Uzbekistan, Australia, India and Indonesia, Japan, Argentina and Cambodia, the United Arab Emirates, Thailand, South Korea, Republic of the Philippines, and so on. Please note that we may place create restriction to or terminate specified service to user and some justification on from time to time for the purpose hereof. We may in our absolute discretion update the list of the restricted location from time to time without any notice to you and it is your responsibility to frequently check the sites to and familiarize yourself with the list of the restricted location and immediately cases exercising our sites and use of our service should you be located in any of the restricted location, guys. Here is our 2.5 number point. And the 2.6 is the content of this agreement shall not be excluded from the applicable laws of the country or region under which the user belongs. As a result, if you do not meet these eligibility requirements, please immediately stop accessing our site and do not use our service. Our 2.7 is you are responsible for obtaining the data network and access necessary to use the service. You are responsible for according and updating compatible device and the necessary to access the use the service and or site. We do not want that the service or any provision thereof will function on any particular device. You acknowledge the service may be subject to manipulation and delays inherent in the use of the internet and electronics communication. 2.8 When you register an account with us, you agree to create a strong password that you do not use for any other website or online service or platform and enable two-factor authentication as a further protection and ensure. And B number is maintain a security of your account and protecting your login credentials and restricting access to your account to yourself only. Take responsibility for all activities that occur under your account and accept all risks of any authorized or access to your account. Be bound by all terms and conditions of this agreement. Confirm that you have attained the age of 80 or another set or age for entering into contract as is required by a different applicable laws and your restriction registration with our sites and transaction you make by the sites and release information on the sites and other behaviors indicating your or expectance of the service and offer by us shall comply with the relevant applicable laws of the state or region that has jurisdiction over you, and you confirm that you have capacity to accept this term and condition enter into transaction and to use the service. Undertake all for your own transaction and non-transaction activities as well as all profits and losses therefrom. Confirm that all information provided at the time of registration of account with us is true, update and accurate. And you enter into this agreement in your own capacity for your own benefit, comply with all applicable laws, including the reporting of any transaction profits for tax purpose, and receive emails or short messages related to the management and operation of our sites. and warrant that your account can only be used by the
2.9 You shall not open sub-account for any represented person who are restricted or prohibited from accessing our sites or using our service. This includes any represented person also who are resident of any restricted location. You will not open sub-account for represented person who are themselves or otherwise owned or controlled directly or indirectly by individual or entities subject to the United Nations Security and Council sanction list SDN list or any other applicable all and sanction list. You will not facilitate and transaction directly or indirectly on behalf of or for the benefit of any individual or entities which are resident of restricted location or subject to any applicable sanction. This is our 2.9, and the 2.10 is you acknowledge and understand that the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Community Futures Trading and Commission of the United States as well as other government agents of the United States may claim or research and jurisdiction over create and exchange activities outside of the United States with respect to the servicing of a US person or US customer as those terms may be benefited or interpreted under the laws and of the United States. Your partner and the acknowledge and understand that we, including our affiliate and related body corporate, do not intend to provide service to or solicit such U.S. Dot person or U.S. customers and expressly provided the same from using any of our service in order to abide by all applicable laws and rules and regulation of the United States. You hereby acknowledged and required certify represent warrant and agree with respect to the service completed in this agreement that the A is you and any represent person are not US person or US customer. And as those terms are defined or represent and by the laws, rules, or regulation of the United States, including but not limited to the laws and rules and regulation of the CIS and CP, CFTC, or any other United States agency. You and any represented person have not been in advised, suggested, induced, or otherwise influenced by us and or our applicants to evade or attempts to be evade any laws, rules, or regulation of the United States, including but not limited to the laws, rules, and regulation of the CIS and CFTC or any other United States agency. You have not advised, suggested, induced, or otherwise influenced any of your represented person to behave evade or attempt to evade any laws, rules, or regulation of the United States, and including in but not limited the laws and rules and regulation of the seas and CFTC or any other United States agency. And the number point is you and any represented person I do not reside in the United States if they are natural person and I are not formal registered or organized under the laws of the United States or have their respective principal place of business located within the United States. You and any represented person are not subject to the applicable laws in any other jurisdiction with materially similar and effect. You will immediately notify us of any change in status to the above and this is our user agreement, guys. I think you understand. 2.9 You shall not open sub account for any represented person who are restricted or prohibited from accessing our sites or using our service. This includes any represented person also who are resident of any restricted location. You will not open sub account for represented person who are themselves or otherwise owned or controlled directly or indirectly by individual or entities subject to the United Nations Security and Council sanction lists SDN list or any other applicable all and sanction list. You will not facilitate and transaction directly or indirectly on behalf of or for the benefit of any individual or entities which are resident of restricted location or subject to any applicable sanction. This is our 2.9 and the 2.10 is you acknowledge and understand.
Three is our rights and um, obligations. We may restrict, suspend, or treatment your account and such use of the service, the processing of any transaction at any time, if we in our sole direction and suspect notice and determine that you have volatile disagreement of any applicable laws in your justification on or that we provision of you use the service in your jurisdiction in 3.2 is when we in our sole direction decide that your account is not suitable for high risk investment. We have the right of to suspend or terminate the use of your account and tear off immediately. And if we are unable to satisfy our and due diligence and producer and requirements, we will have the right of refuse your registration for an account. If you have already registered, we will have the right to revoke your account and with us we reserve the right to hold your refuse you registration of for an account. If you have already registered, we will have the right to revoke your account with us, and we reserve the right to hold your or your authorized agent accountable, and furthermore we reserve and the right to decide whether to accept your application for registration of an account in all calculation, and when we have a responsible ground to believe that the person using an account is not the initial registrant of that account, we will have the right to suspend or terminate the user access to the account immediately. The 3.5 is if we responsible suspect that the information you provide is wrong. Information suspect and terminate the account. And the 3.6 is should we whether directly by yourself or indirectly by your request to us upload, post, publish or transmit any information on or by our sites, or you communicate with any other user who of our sites, you agree to be fully responsible for all such post and communication. Accordingly, you undertake to only use the sites in the legal and considered manner, not to misuse or abuse the site or its other users, including but not limited to the not causing any definition, enhancement, and sedation, collecting data or other users who for your own purpose and gradation barriers and hacks. In the event that we misuse or abuse the sites, we shall be fully entitled to suspend or terminate your account and or remove your information from our site without any prior notice or liability to you, and not less you agree that we shall not be however and liable for any post or communication by third parties that opened you, although we will sincerely look into any complaints in relation to such post or communication that we you communicate and to us in writing. And the 3.7 is we may take any action which we deem necessary and responsible in our sole direction, including but not limited to suspending, restricting, or terminating your access to any or all of the service and site